Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar, stranger. Best buy your steel and move on. Come back if you need steel.
I'll just take that as a compliment.
Everyone thinks I'm too young to be a ship's captain, but I'm going to prove them wrong.
I plan to spend all the days I got left on the water. It's where I belong. Once sailing gets in your blood, it don't get out. I've been a sailor for so long I can navigate these rivers and seas blindfolded.
I could run this ship better than that boy who calls himself a captain. Maybe one day I'll do something about it. The captain inherited the sea squall from his mother when she died. Maybe I can inherit the ship if he dies.
I don't buy all that talk about ship captains having to be stern and strict. I want my crewmen to enjoy their work. I inherited the ship when my mother passed away. She spent her life on the water, and now I do too. By inheritance, as my men are fond of saying, can't blame them. My mother ran the Sea Squall as strictly as she ran the house. I've been trying to find new areas of business, trying to win the sailors' respect, but I keep having problems. Take the last trade we did. Some fine-cut void salts from the College of Winterhold. Plenty of coin if you know who to sell it to. Sailors are what happened to them. They got drunk and ended up losing the merchandise in some cave. If you're not afraid of a little exploring, I'll pay good gold to get those salts. Until next time.
My duty is to guard Brina Meredith. Watch your hands around the legate. I've been in the Legion all my life. I'm content to serve.
You come to Dawnstar at a bad time. Tempers are fiery. Drowning your troubles in mead? A lot of folks are doing that these days. You'll want the Wind Peak Inn. As for work, you could try to catch Scald in a good mood, but your best bet would be working in the mines. They're on opposite ends of town. Scald supports Ulfric's rebellion, and he doesn't like having a couple of old legionnaires living in his town. He's a fool. A dragon has attacked Helgen. Dawnstar needs the Empire now more than ever. Stay out of trouble now.
They say that vampires attacked the wall of the Vigilant. Burned it to the ground. Never heard of vampires doing anything like that before.
You're wrong to come here, stranger. No rest in Dawnstar. I own Ironbreaker Mine. We make twice as much coin as those horkers over in Quicksilver Mine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I pay a good wage for any iron ore you dig up, if you're looking for work. That would be Jarl Skald the Elder. He's over in the White Hall, probably talking about Ulfric like he's the second coming of Talos. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Come to Dawnstar at a strange time, friend. Seems everyone in the town is having nightmares. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice. Shouted him apart. Staying out of trouble, kinsman.
What troubles you, my son?
I envy you travelers. Dreams aren't affecting anyone not from here. My mother taught me. She was a bard from the college in Solitude. I hear they accept most people who apply, if you're ever interested. Yes, ever since my mother died a few winters ago. I play songs and help with the drinks when I have the time. I'd better get going. Our hero claims a warrior's heart.
I'm sorry. My mind was just somewhere else. Do you need a room? Drink.
The voice-wielding power of the ancient
Need a room?
Nord art.
Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers. People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face. Make you look completely different. Do you believe that? Everyone in town knows about the Black Door, and to never go near it. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty litter. See ya.
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it. These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares, not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who
Wonderful.
came riding to Whiterun from
My Lady
Mordor
Mara will be
instead.
quite pleased.
And the braggart
Nightcaller
to
Temple
swagger
is
and
only a
raise
short
his
walk
blade
from
as he told
Dawnstar.
of bold
Come,
battles and
we must
wars he
hurry.
had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red,
Vermina
when he
resides
met
in a
the
strange
Snake
realm
Matilda
known as
who
Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful
Who
no
can
more.
say?
When
Perhaps she
his
collects
red
them for
rolled
display
around on
like
the
works of
floor.
art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
One side, coming through.
Hey, watch it! Gotta keep my eyes open. Those damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
I wish I could say that I did not. But in every part of Skyrim there is talk of dragon sightings. It is no coincidence.
Surrender, be merciful. What ill fortune
The
that
longer we
happened
travel
now.
the roads of Skyrim,
Let
the more
the
inner
wind
voices
let
the
you
we travel
this
lightly
place.
and can escape at a moment's
It
notice.
is us.
We have no home.
Bandits harass the caravans at every step, but Khajiit usually scare them off.
When the dragons attack
A few
cities and
days ago
towns,
we were
it
ambushed.
works
A
everywhere.
nuisance, really. But many of the marauders had quick
Let us
fingers.
hope
that if there are dragons,
One of them stole my moon amulet, given to me by my mother when I was just a cub. It is my only memory of home in this cold land.
Goods and wares of all kinds.
You are kind to offer. We believe the bandits are part of a group headquartered here. Be careful. I missed my amulet. But a life cannot be replaced as easily. Skyrim is filled with all manner of dangerous beasts. Wolves, trolls, mammoths, and giants would all like to make a meal of us. But the dragons are the most fearsome. Lucky for us, they don't seem to hunt along the roads.
Far have I traveled.
Yes, I was hired to protect the others as we walk the roads of Skyrim. It is a thankless task, and I would rather be back home in elsewhere, but I have little choice. Akari freed me from a prison in Cyrodiil, and now I must repay my debt to him. A word of advice, my friend. Do not mix gambling and drink. Taken together, they will empty your pockets of every septim.
May your road lead you to warm sands. We are creatures of the
welcome
desert.
to you, fellow
The north wind
traveler.
chills us to the bones.
Yes? So many refuse to talk to us. They call us thieves and smugglers. I am glad to see that you are not such a one. Mostly, it is the Nords. They do not like outsiders in their land, and so we are forbidden to enter their cities. When they look upon us, they see only pickpockets and skooma dealers. It is most unfair, but we do our best to ignore them. Not long, in truth. I came to Skyrim after I found myself unwelcome in both Elsewhere and Cyrodiil. I seem to have an unfortunate talent for getting myself involved in misunderstandings with the law. Resad was able to look past that, and it was he who helped to set me up with a trade caravan. Now I work for him. I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
What will fortune that
The roads, take a look. May the sun keep you warm, even in this land.
I can escape at a moment's notice. We have no home that a dragon can burn to the ground.
Fools wear us. I feel pity for these lords.
By the divines, I'm tired.
I'm here to lend my magic to the people of Dawnstar.
I have concerns about the safety of Dawnstar.
Safety? Don't I have you to handle the town safely?
I had hoped life would be
What is this
simpler
about,
here.
Yard?
But war
You keep pledging more and more of our guard to the front lines. The way this is going, we won't be able to defend our own borders.
Nonsense. The best place for our men is driving the Imperials back. I will ensure that men from Dawnstar get every opportunity for glory.
Glory is meaningless if they have no home to return to. I urge you to lower our commitments to the front until I'm sure we're safe.
I won't have you rob our soldiers of their chance to drive out the Empire. I'm done discussing this, Yard.
I'm Skald's housecarl, and head of his guard in Dawnstar.
I've been in charge of Dawnstar for over 35 years.
My only aim is to keep the peace.
Skald, if you don't mind, sir, I have a request.
You have a request of me, Bulfric? This should be interesting.
Well, I was thinking, sir, with the war going on and all, maybe I could enlist, fight the Imperials.
A servant? Enlisting in the Stormcloaks? Oh, Bulfric. That's why I like having you about. Oh, you're always good for a laugh.
Yes, sir, that's me, the oafish servant.
I'm here to lend my magic to the people of Dawnstar. been meaning to ask you for a leave of absence. I wish to return to High Rock until this war is over.
You wish to leave now? In Skyrim's moment of triumph? Just before we cast off the yoke of Imperial rule?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm asking. I'm not a Nord, I'm a Breton, and I have no wish to fight this war.
I don't think so, Medina. There will be no deserters in this hold, and that's final!
By the divines, I'm tired. There's no honor in being a Jarl's servant. No Sovngarde waits for dust cleaners. My family has served Skald Felgaif's family for generation. Oh, it's just wonderful being Skald's servant. He's not demanding in the least.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them. We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to. Skyrim is the birthplace of humanity, the birthplace of honor, and those snow-backed Imperials renounced both when they laid down before the Thalmor. Worse still, to pay for the privilege to keep his throne, the Emperor sells Skyrim and our very gods, Talos no less, to the damn elves. And what did Torygg do? He and the Jarls that supported him? They took the Emperor's gold, sold out their people for a slave master's peace treaty. Ulfric did right killing him. Soon we'll rid Skyrim of elves, their bloody justicars, and the Jarls in their pockets. The whole damn lot of them. And we'll cleave through the Legion to get to them.
You can't ask everyone to throw themselves against trained
At first they called us that to belittle our cause, but we gladly accept being named for Ulfric Stormcloak, the only true High King of Skyrim. We are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim, and Ulfric. He is the truest of us all. We fight to make our land great once more, to raise up strong, noble thanes, and lay low false Jarls and the cowards who hide behind them. The sound of our fury is a storm about to break on the heads of our enemies. Our friendship, a cloak of true brotherhood for all who would wear it. Ulfric's not running a social club. You don't join anything. Either you're a true son of Skyrim, or you're not. If you are, then you make your way to Windhelm and talk to the man himself. If you're not, well, friend, you'd best walk away before this gets ugly. Mm-hmm.
I'm here to lend my magic to the people of Dawnstar. If you hear about the nightmares, I'm afraid my pleas to the College of Winterhold go unheard. If you could call it that. The Jarl can make all the demands in the world. I'm not setting one foot on that battlefield. I fought in the Great War. I cut enough young lives short. I'm not gonna do it again. Magic is frowned upon in Skyrim. Only the mages at the College of Winterhold teach it freely. If you wish to learn, join them. About 30 years ago, the Aldemary Dominion invaded the Empire. It was a surprise attack. Caught everyone off guard. They ended up sacking the Imperial City. I was there, blasting apart young elven men and women with fireballs and lightning bolts. By Akatosh, all the blood, the smell of flesh burned and pulled apart by magic. I never want to do that to another soul, ever again. Back to another fine day in Dawnstar.
I'm Skald's housecarl, and head of his guard in Dawnstar. The Jarl is tired. Be mindful of that.
Can we count on your spells to assist us in this war? The Empire is bound to bring their battle mages against us.
I've told you before.
By the Divines, I'm tired.
I have no interest in taking sides in this war. I've no desire to be killed.
What good is a court mage if she refuses to fight? Where's your sense of duty?
When I came here, my only duties were to cure crop diseases and occasionally light a bonfire on holidays. I didn't sign up to kill.
Fine, but this isn't over, Medina. We'll talk again.
The tenacity of the Imperial Legion is legendary. We need to be ready for him. I served in the Great War against the Thalmor. I remember how bravely a Legionnaire can fight.
I've been in charge of Dawnstar for over 35 years.
Need something?
Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you. Oh, the Stormcloaks are destined to win this fight. Talos is with us, and when you fight under a Divine's blessing, victory is assured. Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire. I hope this remains true. The only reason dragons are attacking is because Talos is angry with us for turning our backs on him. As soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the dragons will vanish. Mark my words. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
Can't sleep well no matter how much drink I put in me. I'm no one special, just a miner who swings a pickaxe for his drinking money.
I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble. These dreams are real, I tell you. Real!
You're wrong to come here, stranger. No rest in Dawnstar.
Quicksilver Mine is the best mine in Dawnstar, and you can tell those Ironbreaker miners I said so.
Is that fur coming out of your ears?
Good to have you by my side, friend. I need relief.
I am your sword and your shield.
Yes. What do you need to take? Until next time, Guardian.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. What do you need, my... Take a look. Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. Yeah, that's a little joke. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Do come back.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside. I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside.
Ironbreaker Mine is 3 times the worth of that Quicksilver Mine, and its fathead owner. You're wrong to come here, stranger. No rest in
These
Dawnstar.
dreams are real, I tell you.
All right, then.
Real! These dreams are real, I tell you. Real!
Can't sleep well no matter how much drink I put in me.
I'm here to lend my magic to the people of Dawnstar.
Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you. Excellent! You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
If I get any rest soon, I'll count myself richer than a king.
Quicksilver Mine is the best mine in Dawnstar, and you can tell those Ironbreaker miners I said so.
I mine, work the smelter. Ain't much else to tell.
You come to Dawnstar at a bad time. Tempers are fiery.
Ironbreaker Mine is 3 times the worth of that Quicksilver Mine, and its fathead owner.
The Mortar and Pestle makes potions, if you can't tell from the name. Just step up to the counter.
close enough.
Never should have come here.
Here we go!
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years. It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer now, can he? Until next time.
Quicksilver Mine is the best mine in Dawnstar.
I don't like taking orders from a boy, but I need to go.
Where I belong.
I could run this ship better than that boy who calls himself a captain. Maybe one day I'll do something about it.
Once sailing gets in your blood, it don't get out.
Everyone thinks I'm too young to be a ship's captain, but I'm going to prove them wrong. I don't buy all that talk about ship captains having to be stern and strict. I want my crewmen to enjoy their work. That's the first bit of good news I've had since I set sail a year ago. Here's your cut. All right, then.